What can you tell us about the movie and characters and things like that? We were going to see in a second, but what can people look forward to seeing?
I think one of the many great things about the movie is that it's a classic lo-fi sci-fi film.
Recording.
But it's kind of like a dysfunctional family movie. It really is. You know?
Yeah, I think it's like, I think we're all huge fans of the genre, you know, and all that's in it. So we certainly didn't want to take the mickey out of the genre at all. That was like from day one. But what we wanted to do was say, look, these are real people with a job that just happens to be in space. And they know each other, and they spend all day with each other, and they just happen to be in space. And it's an old spaceship, and it's falling apart. So what happens is we just kind of push that side of it. So it's very much, you know, it's a space movie like Aliens or Star Wars.
2001.
But it's, you know, pushed. Yeah.
What was it like for directing? What's it experience like for you?
Well, it was amazing. It was my first feature. And as Billy said, like, I'm a huge fan of 80s, 90s sci-fi. And I love it so much, I wanted to do more.
And when you first got to the casting process and things like that, how did you settle on the core of actors? This is very different from most Hollywood films and the other films because there's a small cast, there's a core group of people. So how important do you think that was to you when you first started casting, and how do you think it's going to translate to the audience?
Well, as Robin pointed out, there's a family feeling to it, so the chemistry was incredibly important. And you know, we're sitting there watching these guys for a long time. So we get to enjoy them.
And I think one of the things that the fans are really going to love about this movie is we're bringing a whole bunch of different sci-fi fan groups together. Of course, you have Billy Boyd from the Lord of the Rings franchise. Oh, you heard that? Series of movies? Not a lot of people. You have Amanda Tapping. You'll see Amanda in a way you've never seen her before.
I kiss her face.
Yes. I kiss other parts of her. Yeah. Not those parts. Only those parts. Kristen Krug from Smallville. And who's the last guy?
Can't remember.
Robbie Dune from some. And then also, let's not forget there's George Takei who's doing the voice. So it's a really nice collusion. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word, but there's a really nice collection of actors but you're seeing them all in very different lights, I think.
What was that like, Aaron, when you first heard George Takei doing the done?
It's a dream come true.
Well, for a long time, we had a 10th voice in there, and it was great. But then the first time when we recorded George, it was much later after we were finished filming, and to watch a scene, I don't want to oversell it here, but to watch a scene with a man tapping and a rubber duck with the voice of George Takei expressing their love for each other, I don't think you get anything more brilliant on film ever. I'm going to go on record by saying that. So you guys can be the judge of it. Of course, I'm a little biased, but I think it's going to be great.
I'm really glad to come and see it. Right now, there's some people out there that are angry to ask questions, so I'm going to take my friend Ian for you questions. So, if you'd like to ask a question, please stick your hand up. Oh, I need you. Okay, so give it to sort your hat.
Hi, what's easy to work with, an ant or the duck?
I plead the fifth. Amanda's great, but the duck had a little less attitude, right? Really?
Amanda's great. She's so good to work with. Armin had this habit of, there's a scene on the page and you see your last line and the scene is finished. So normally a director says cut, and Armin doesn't like that. He just just lets the camera keep going. So then you start making up stuff, and you can just hear Armin in the corner laughing. and Amanda's brilliant at making up stuff. So like, I love that part of it, right? When we just kind of went on with stuff.
Yeah, when we went to do the ADR sessions, you know, when we have to record voice later after the movie, you know, different sound problems and stuff. The number one note we kept getting, that the reason for us having to re-record was crew laughter, crew laughter, crew laughter. And even a couple times, we had to in post steady out the camera because the cameraman, you know, so it was great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
From the sound of it, if the cameras go wrong, and there's going to be a Space Milkshake, the extended.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, question from Megan Lee.
This is for Robin. I just want to say firstly, thank you for wishing me happy birthday last week. Like my day.
No problem, no problem. Happy belated.
My question is, there seems to be a nickname that's latched on that you call along with, which is Mom Taps. So does she have a nickname for you?
Hold on a second. I don't think it's Man Taps. I think it's Man Tap. Man Taps could be construed in different ways. Does she have a nickname for me? Yes, but I think there's children here and I'm not allowed to say it. Come find me after the show, I'll tell you what you're supposed to.
Bear in mind, so Mrs. Pamela Kimberly saying. Right, question here.
Hey Dave, can I give you that? Can I have a hug?
Yes to both of those. Yeah.
Okay.
That was everyone.
Okay.
Oh my god!
This is the only hug designed to be planned. Right, okay.
I know that girl.
Let's go to this lady here in the direction.
To my school.
There we are. Billy.
Really? Yeah. Oh my god.
No.
A lot of people from my school.
What Huggy says, that's the only hug.
Never get home. Been asking for a year.
This is Tiffany. So you've had feelings of jealousy when people get to go back and be in production of The Hobbit.
Where are you? It's just the voice down there. Not really. I'm really excited at this point of seeing The Hobbit. You know, like you guys, to be able to watch it and not think, oh, I remember that day I had a cold, or, you know, the helicopter almost crashed. You know, I can watch it just as a film, so I'm really excited about that. I'm kind of really excited about watching this film. I haven't seen it yet.
So you get to watch all the stuff in the film.
Right.
Right, now, question here.
Claire, what was your favourite memory from filming? This is great.
There was a lot of really funny stuff. It was great. I mean, that's probably more than any job I've ever done. Certainly film job is it was so kind of constructed. You felt really such a part of making it. So as soon as you got there in the morning, you were just like switched on, going, what are we going to do with this scene, and trying to, you know, think of new dialogue and working with Armin, and you know, so there was so much. There was one just thinking about Amanda. That you'll see a scene where I have to walk out the door and she says how much she doesn't like me. And she went on in this scene like but what she didn't know was in the background where she was in her room and my room was across the corridor in the spaceship, and she didn't know I was getting undressed for bed. So it never made the movie, and I haven't seen did it actually make it onto the film of that? So I'm naked in the background.
And when we say bonus features, that's 2 words.
So that was a good